Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel of God, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled, man, fuck this world, okay? Ain't nothing in it, all right? To hell with this world and the things in it. As we know that, we all come out of this worldly culture, being Jakes in America, we've been indoctrinated by, the rap culture, pop culture, the sports culture. Everything that was separating us from Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, we have infested ourselves with this particular world and with the things of this world. This is why when you come into the truth, everything is so brand new. Everything is different. It feels different. People treat you different. People behave differently. Okay, the verbiage change, your mindset change, and that's basically because you're being renewed into repentance. And you feel different. Like I remember when I came into the truth years ago. I remember, man. I remember the day I stopped eating pork, man. And I was never like a big pork eater, but I eat the basic shit like sausage on piece of pepperoni on piece of bacon. Like little bullshit like that, but nothing like chitlins or none of that. I've never ate that garbage, and you couldn't pay me because I just knew it wasn't right then. But anyway, I remember not eating pork anymore, and people was looking at me like, okay, what's up with this? Which, people didn't really trip on, what I ate even then because I was always like a picky eater, a picky person. But even then, when you start to get into the scriptures and you start to marinate your tongue with more positive things and you're out of the way, then people start to notice that, man. Like when you ain't around the homies or the homeboys, or you cut certain women off and family members, and you're not showing up at family reunions and Thanksgiving dinners and Christmas dinners and all that other shit, then, people start to catch on to it. And then here goes the thing when you want to teach everybody. You want to teach everybody that they're Israelites because you feel that everybody is going to be excited about the truth like you were, but instead you get shot down, you get ridiculed, you get ostracized, and then they throw that C word on you in a coat. I've probably been said, I've probably been called, or I've probably been told I've been in a coat more times than I heard my Hebrew name being called by brothers, man, and that's quite a lot. Everybody in my family said I was in a cult. Well, mainly, my immediate relatives, would say I'm in a cult because, just having some type of discipline, some type of biblical-based religion. And ultimately because they heard bad things or they assumed the words based on the bullshit that Esau puts in the fucking media about Israelites, man. So they already think that you're on some Jim Jones committing suicide, mass murder type shit, when they in fact are the fucking demons. But anyway, this is what you see on the thing. This is turn up culture. This is worldly shit. You got the lineup, you got the smooth face. You drinking, doing all types of drugs. When there was basically no known repercussions for your life, for your lifestyle. Though there were repercussions always for living a worldly lifestyle, but at that time you were just rebellious and you were just like, look, this is just life. I believe in God in my heart. Hey, shit. This is just what it is. He didn't think that the Most High was watching your ass and going and jack your ass up. But in fact, the people we're looking at, these people got a horrible death coming, man, because, hey, the scriptures say, love not the world, nor the things in the world. So, long story short, you go to these clubs, which ain't, nothing wrong with going to a club, but we're in a day and age now that you don't want to get caught in no goddamn club, man. Barely any lounges nowadays. But this is all that Jake pushes, club culture, rap culture. Folly, you got guys that's into sports, but sports is okay. We watch sports. We like boxing here at this camp. We like basketball, football. We get together from time to time and watch the games and talk a little shit. But then you got guys in the world, man, this is all that they fucking do, man. Like I had a guy named, Mario I used to work with back in the day, man. And like every time on lunch break, this dude was into fantasy football. It's like basically a fantasy draft league and he can bet on it. He was so consumed into that shit to the point you create these fantasy teams. They're real teams, but it's just basically your version of who will go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. And if you bet right, then you can get a lot of money. He was so consumed in that shit because, bread and circus. Not knowing that this whole sports arena, from boxing to basketball to football to baseball to all this shit, is really scripted, man. Okay, I'm starting to think that MMA is a little scripted too. Okay, anything that goes before the television camera, to have a broadcast and a production crew, 9 times out of 10, this shit is scripted. Okay, I'm starting to think a lot of you Israelite camps out there are scripted too, But basically, man, worldly shit. Don't get too involved in that. Fuck this world, okay? Because the fashion of this world is gonna pass away, man. That's why, matter of fact, we're gonna get a couple of precepts. Let me take this thing off real quick. Shit. Salakia, I'm trying to take this damn necklace off. Give me a second. This bond is kind of, there we go. But anyway, so let's get a couple of precepts and get to it. Okay, let's start off in the book of Mark, the 4th chapter. Because, going back into Israelites, you got men that come into the truth, but then, they get disenchanted for whatever reason. Their woman might leave them, or, they may lose a job, or they may actually get presented with an opportunity that may, and it may, that would take their time away from the truth. And some guys fall victim of that, because you have to understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he sets stumbling blocks before individuals if you don't want them. Okay, now there's stumbling blocks all over the place. It's just if you're going to stumble over it, or are you going to be wise enough to see the stumbling block and not get snared in? Okay, because the Lord have a trap for each and every last one of us. It's just who he chooses to throw the trap in front of at the end of the day, But I remember one guy, man, we used to get on him quite a bit, them guys from Detroit, and using him as an example, he said he ain't been out there in over a month because he had to go buy some property. But it's a parable in that, about how men had made an excuse because they didn't want to be bidden to the wedding. They made an excuse. One said, I married a wife. One said, I had to go buy some land. And that nigga used that excuse, which proves that he wasn't of the Lord anyway. But anyway, this is the book of Mark, the 4th chapter. And let's start at verses 14. It says, the sword is the word, which is these scriptures. Because either you sealed by it or you not. But it says, these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts, man. And we've experienced this at camp. I mean, we can be out there edifying somebody for 30, 40 minutes and they eating it, and then all of a sudden a fucking demon will come up and try to sow discord to disenchant that other person. And we've seen this happen all the time in our camp when we're actually dealing with somebody. Most of the time, we just speaking to the camera and edifying the camera, but people actually come up and deal. Then this happened a lot. I mean, we got it on videos. But it reads, it says, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure before a little time. But afterward, when the affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. Okay? So when things happen, they get cussed out or rebuked, or something goes to their liking, or they don't like somebody in the camp, then eventually, the offenses will come. And a lot of times it just be shit festering up, because the problem is brothers don't go to each other and tell each other their faults. Because something that can be a small offense or a small endeavor can be a bigger offense. It marinates, it festers. This is why, a lot of times if I'm in some type of way, I feel some type of way, I just have to apologize to brothers if I'm coming off a certain type of way, because mixed signals. Sometimes, you could think of brothers being on some bullshit, and that may not be the case. But sometimes bros just have their radar up. Like, look, man, I'm sensing some bullshit among here, and this shit needs to end, And sometimes brothers may not see it that way, and they may look at it like you just being a dickhead, and that's really not the case. And then sometimes it'll be Satan fucking with you, man, because it happens. This is why I try to make sure when I send out my prayers, I pray that, any brother I've offended, that the Most High allows them to forgive me, because you don't want an offense. But it says, and have no root in themselves, so endure before a time. Afterwards, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world. Okay, when you realize that you're going to have trouble in the flesh, when your woman is going to start to be a demon, and she may leave your ass for teaching his word, hey, that's when Jake get offended. Oh man, I've been my wife 15 years, man. I can't leave my wife. I can't lose my wife to this truth. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that, man, because she told me that if I keep teaching the truth, she can't be with me. And you had bitches that gave brother ultimatums like that, man. Shit, hey, I tell a woman straightforward, if I'm gonna be serious with you and she finds out that I'm in the truth, I'm like, look, bitch, this truth is first. Okay? Fuck you. This is my woman. You come second to this word. And if she don't like it, then fuck that bitch, man. She can go fucking step. All right? And that's the spirit. Any woman that don't respect the brotherhood and this truth, she ain't for you, man. All right? Fuck that. She gotta learn to adapt and be flexible. Not only in bed, but she needs to be flexible, man. And a lot of times brothers have troubles in the flesh. They can't balance that because the woman is moping and crying because you ain't giving me enough attention. Like, I'm with you all the time. You know, and then you come in late with the brother, she's mad. You know, she's pissed off, she's jealous. But yet when she's with her thought-ass friends, with her whole friends, you can't question that. Like, you being so insecure, for? You know we just went out to the club, so what I would is. Like, bitch, fuck out of here with that shit, man. Fucking double standards. But anyway, it says, in the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, it become unfruitful, right? So if you have a conflict of interest because you 1 foot in and 1 foot out, then eventually the scriptures say you can't serve two masters because you will love the one and you will hate the other. So eventually you're going to fall out because you're giving more attentiveness to something that's not profiting your growth. Okay, this is why we tell you young brothers, you know, even ourselves, that, hey, look, if you got a lot of worldly niggas as friends, it's best to stay away from them. You know, you got to deal with niggas with 20-foot poles when you in the truth. You know, we ain't saying, you know, hey, shit, you cut your best friend off, but you know, if he ain't done no harm to you, hey, try to wake the nigga up. If he can't receive it, then hey, yeah, bro, you still cool, we cool, but, you know, I got to stay away from you because, you know, I'm trying to make it. And if he don't see it, claiming to be your friend, and fuck that nigga too. Okay, because hey, the Most High ain't dealing with that partial shit. Okay, you got a lot of partial ass jakes in this truth, man. Playing games, still in the fucking world. Nah, man. You in the truth, or are you gonna be in the world? Take your pick. All right. What is this? 1 Corinthians 6. No. No, I think it's 2 Corinthians. I always get it mixed up. What the hell? Fellowship. Let me just look it up. It may be 4. Darkness. Yeah, it's 2 Corinthians 6 and 4. It says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. It says, for what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness, right? Like in a day's time, you have the light and the night. You have the day and the night, okay? The night have our time, the day have his time. Right now, we in daylight. We what? In what, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We like what, in the 9th hour or something like that? If I'm not mistaken, if that's how you tell to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Roughly the 9th hour of the day, I think. Let me double check that. Because sometimes, you know, biblical time, I get a little confused on what time, because, you know, what time is the 9th hour of the day. Let's see what it says here. Okay, cool beans. Yep, because the day, you know, days are counted from sunset to sunset. So 12 hours from 6 to 6, and then the 12th hour, then 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, biblical time, 12, 24 hours. Esau does his days or midnight. His day changes at midnight, which is dumb as all fucking hell. You know, but the 9th hour of the day would be basically 3 o'clock. So we're like in the 9th hour of the day. So I was correct on that. But hey, right now the day have its time. This is daytime. You don't see night on this side of the world because this is daytime right now. So same thing with wickedness and light. Now, that's not saying that you can't speak to niggas in the world. You know, the scriptures say that basically you got to make mammon as your friend. So you may have a worldly guy you work with, and he may give you a good business opportunity. You know, he said, man, hey, let's go out, have a couple of drinks, man. You know, we can get your business set up and you can do good. I mean, anything that can profit your business and the ministry, then that's all good, because, I mean, it's good to keep people in the world that's on something positive, but don't be making these motherfuckers your go-to every Friday night, you know. But it ain't nothing wrong with having a business outing with a business partner or an Edomite if it comes to handling business. No, that's just all good. Okay, scripture say use the world and not abuse it. But some men take that and they will use it as a stepping stone to get a foot up in the world. And the scriptures say that the fashion of this world passed away. All right. Ephesians 5:11, 5 and 10. It says, proving what is acceptable to the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay. Reprove them. So when you see wickedness, man, you speak out against that shit. Nah, bruh. Or you rebuke it in your mind. You know. Fashion of this world past. 1 John 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. It says, for any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So all you church going Christians out there that talk that shit, I love Jesus, but bitch, you in a fucking club bagging it up and twerking every goddamn Saturday, and you go to church Sunday, bitch, the Lord don't love you. Okay, the Most High ain't dealing with you or you worldly ass 2/3 niggas that claim to be religious. You guys are worldly as hell because you don't know how to dissimulate between the righteous and the unrighteous. Okay, you based your biblical culture based on Western ideologies. How the hell can you mix Bible or how the hell can you mix biblical literacy with fucking westernized feminism or westernized culture? Don't mix. Okay, the culture that comes out of the Bible is totally averse to the culture that we've been brought up in. So to call yourself a Christian and you're a westernized Christian, then you clearly the Most High is not dealing with you. And this is why we say that the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is damn near not dealing with the IU. He's definitely not dealing with the IUIC. And he's definitely not dealing with the GOCC. Okay? But the Most High, he's not dealing with the IUIC, man. Those are westernized Israelites, man. Okay, they don't even have real authentic Hebrew names. Them niggas are adopting Yiddish type names. Okay, they say Eleazar. Okay, Eleazar instead of Alazar. Captain Abiel instead of Abiala. You know, shit like that. Nathaniel. You know, instead of Nethaniah or how do you say it? Nathaniah Alaga. Well, you got a brother by the name of Nethaniah. I believe his name is, we call him Elder Nate. He was around when I was real young in the truth. He went to the spirit world, you know. But regardless of it, it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, man. Meaning that, you know, you're solely sold on the things of the world and you go out your way to get them. You know, if you see a Hellcat, that means that instead of working hard and getting what you get because, you know, you spend your money on whatever hell you want to spend it on, but instead you out there coveting and you out there robbing niggas and selling drugs and all this other bullshit to get a fucking Hellcat just so you can do donuts in the middle of the fucking street. That's some bullshit, man. You can't pay me to do no fucking donuts in my car. I never did that dumb shit. You know how much fucking tires is today? A set of tires on a car costs damn near $1,000. I'm not finna just sit here and barn rub in the goddamn street. Like, I never understood that. And then when you hit somebody, then, you know, you mad at everybody else. But your dumb ass was the one doing fucking donuts, idiot. You know? So hell nah, man. That's stupidity. The things of the world is dumb. Sit on the couch smoking weed all day, committing adultery. Like, what the fuck, man? That's madness, bro. But it says in the pride of life, and shit, you women, this is big on you. The pride of life. Oh, I gotta get my career. I gotta be a bum. Fuck this goddamn life, man. What the hell is to have pride in a life that you don't even control? Okay, you subjugated to payments every day. You get sick. Your car break down. Okay, it's just this life ain't nothing to be proud about, man. Here we supposed to be a nation of kings and priests, and brothers are being subjugated to a 900 square foot fucking apartment. That ain't nothing to be proud about, man. Straight up. And it says, in the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. Okay, and it says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai abideth forever. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to end it here, giving out praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Lord's will, you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom.